Good. We are here again with metal for the course, and I don't know why uh, YouTube Studios being an idiot. When you first go live, it's saying, "Oh, this isn't available at the moment," and you just have to keep saying, "Try again, try again, try again."
Yeah.
So now we gotta share it.
Man, I'm tired.
Long day
Ish.
ish, long day ish.
Mm.
Let's see. Okay, so there we go. We are all shared out. So I guess um, now it's time to start doing other stuff. Getting this.
You start coloring things.
I gotta change the canvas size a little. So it's the actual paper, not the full width of. Thing. And of course, we need to convert brightness to opacity. And then we need to grab my signature, cut it, and then paste it for a new level. And then we need to add a new layer. Or I should paste it so it's a new layer. And then add a whole bunch of layers. And then I guess we need to get a color.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of adverse to signing things, but people insist on it.
Why are you adverse to signing things?
Uh, because a signature doesn't belong on art.
Ah. Didn't all the greats sign theirs somehow or whatever?
At most, you'd usually find the signature on the back of the canvas on the inside.
Okay.
Sometimes, many paintings were unsigned, and they had to basically do artist forensics to figure out who made something. But yeah, if you're doing like a painting, it's more standard to sign the inside and date it, not on the outside, because you don't want to ruin the painting.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. I knew that. So maybe people should be signing the back of their artwork, not the front. Yeah.
Probably. I mean, that was the tradition.
Because at least that way people know it's your artwork. You know, I guess that's why most people sign it. So they know who did
Yeah,
it.
people sign it as a watermark. That's why they do it.
No.
But then that'll asks you what's more important: your name recognition or the art.
They're equal value. Because if you can't, if nobody knows you're doing the art, how can you? Well, you can always do more art. Yeah, but how can you
I
get
can always do
paid?
more art. Yeah.
But how do you end up getting somebody to pay you unless they know you did it? Because somebody could fluff
Well, it
off.
depends. How much do you value? The art itself.
Yeah, nobody wants to sign art. Yeah, I'll just fluff it. Although the proof would be in the pudding. Yeah, people just fluff off other pieces as their own. But then again, you have it can have it like a comic book, although it's not quite. Most art wouldn't be like a comic book where you have all the credits at the front of the book on a separate page, or maybe
Yeah.
sometimes it's in immersed in it. They make it look neat by putting it in.
Yeah, yeah. Well, see, what I do is, at least on the webcomic ones,
No,
because I don't even like the graphics from the front cover getting in the way of the cover image. So what I'll do is on the back cover or like on one of the inside covers or something, I will put the exact same image without the graphics,
ah,
so you can still see the whole thing.
yeah, I guess there's a
Or you can build
fine
as a
line.
poster.
Then again, there's a lot of art nowadays that you can't really put a signature on, like a lot of the what you call it, sculptures or whatever, if you want to
Yeah.
call them that. All the weird sculptures, not like the older type ones, people or whatever.
Well, even historically, sculptors usually didn't sign their sculpturing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like maybe you'd put your signature in the base if it was something that had a base, but it still wasn't a very common practice.
yeah. Well, I can see that, on the underside where
Hey,
nobody can see it.
yeah. You know what was common though? In ancient Egypt, the people who worked on the pyramids and other religious structures, because it took entire gangs of people, the individual gangs would have their own signature. So you could like find a pillar in like the antechamber of a pyramid, and it would have like the signature of the gang that worked on it in there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's kind of as bad as people who put their handprints and stuff in concrete as it's drying.
Uh,
There was this one block of concrete in the sidewalk that was down the street when I was growing up. It's been replaced since then. But like there was a whole family's worth of hands that was in the concrete. And it made riding a bike over that block a pain in the butt. So most of the time I would just drive into the street, back off afterwards.
yeah.
It's like, hey, we marked our territory. It's like, yeah, well, thanks for screwing over everyone else.
Yeah, I guess it seems a bit fun when you're doing it or whatever. But for everybody
So
writing,
a rollerblader comes by.
most people, unfortunately, wouldn't think of that because I think I've tried to want to do that to cement and wet cement drying and how much cement. I never thought about that, but yeah, think about it. Yeah, probably a good thing I was never able to do it and the cement was dry.
Yeah, like I mean, if it's in front of your house itself, like down by your patio, or if it's in your driveway or something, that's one thing.
Yeah. But if it's on the sidewalk where people, well, at least, I was going to say, well, I don't know about there in Texas, but here it's technically illegal to drive your bike on the sidewalk. Although lots of people do. And I can't say I did not do it myself a little bit. I tried to stick to the road for the most part.
Oh, here they actually prefer you ride on the sidewalk because they don't want people riding bikes in the street.
Well, for the longest time they didn't, but they're starting to make bike lanes here, so on the road, a lot of roads.
Yeah, you're in the city though.
Yeah.
Right. There's some bike lanes in downtown Dallas. I'm in a suburb area where if you're riding a bike in the street, people will yell at you. They prefer you be on the sidewalk.
Yeah, the people do, but do you know what the law is?
No, by people I mean even police officers yell at you.
Okay, well then they yell at you.
Get out of the street, kid.
Well, I guess I'm not really talking kids. I'm more talking adults. It's like, well, I guess even, like...
As an adult, I've had police officers yelling at me to get out of the street, kid.
It's weird.
One time I'm pretty sure I was older than the officer.
It's weird how that is then. That it would be different. Well, I guess not so much, but...
That's because bikes aren't a motorized vehicle because it immediately flips the other way around once you get on like a scooter or something that's motorized.
Yeah. Do you know if you guys have a lot of like e-bikes? The electric ones.
Oh, like Vespas and stuff like that.
I'm not sure whether I'd call them Vespas. They're well, obviously, they've got a battery in, and you've got to plug it in to charge it. And you get a couple hours or something like that out of it.
I mean, we have electric scooters.
And here,
something that's not quite a motorcycle.
Here they fall under, as long as they got pedals on them, they fall under the bicycle thing. So you can ride them on the road and you can ride them without a license.
There's probably I've seen motorized bicycles like that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything electric yet, but I've seen it with like diesel motors.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to...
Well, see here, you can ride a motorized scooter without a license as long as it's under a certain gauge.
Okay, maybe it might be
40 miles per hour. You can.
Yeah, it's something like that here too. These things have to be certain level under. They can only, I think, do 32 kilometers an hour or something like that. Now, a lot of people go in and switch something. Well,
that's like what, 20 miles per hour? It's like a school zone.
Yeah, it's definitely slower than traffic, and although a lot of traffic doesn't like them because of that, but
I can go faster than that on a bicycle.
um,
I can run faster than that. Not for as long, but I can outpace that on foot.
yeah, for a little bit, but these things can probably go like that for like 2-3 hours, depending on.
Oh yeah, but all I got to do is outpace him for a little bit, then I can knock him off and take it.
But a lot of people, there's something inside that regulates it so it won't go over. But a lot of people go in and take that off, the regulator. So, although if you get caught having done that, you can get fined. Or I'm not sure
So
what.
was that movie? Taxi with Jimmy Fallon and Queen Latifah. Modified taxi.
Yeah.
Around everywhere.
So you're the whatever the electric or the thing, and we've got the bikes with around here too with the motor, a diesel, a small diesel engine or whatever on too. But those I'm not sure whether they actually fall under the bicycles or not. I think once you have a diesel engine, they fall under a different category. And you actually have to have them insured. Like I said, these things that I'm talking about, you don't even have to have them insured.
Well, see, we don't have different classifications for like whether something is battery powered or motorized. It's just about weight and speed.
Uh-huh. Hey, Eagle is here in the chat, and he says metal. Yeah, everywhere's got different laws.
He's probably giving me those eyes for bringing up the movie Taxi.
Yeah, we need some more bad movie suggestions. I watched
I wouldn't call that one a bad one. That one's kind of like it's an okay movie. It's got funny moments.
I watched Howard the Duck this week.
Yeah, I couldn't bring myself to go in and watch that one.
I had actually never seen it, so.
Okay.
I heard about it. I thought I had seen clips of it, but he doesn't seem like the Howard the Duck that I actually know.
He's not like the Howard the Duck you actually know. That's part of the problem with the movie.
Okay, I wasn't sure how off it was to the comics.
The teeth were pretty bad too.
The what?
The teeth.
The teeth?
Yeah.
So I got another. Tried to look up bad movies that you actually have to see. Got another one. Is it here? Hudson Hawk.
Oh, you know what? My mom loves that movie.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Man, I'm trying to think. It's a really out there movie too. It's a trip. I'll say that.
So that's the one that I might be doing this week for bad movie. And I noticed Eagle removed all of his suggestions in the bad movie night thing. Because it's only got everything that you suggested in there. Nothing Eagle suggested. Except for maybe the killer clowns. Why is this? Why did you remove everything, Eagle? Well, I'm presuming Eagle removed it because, it was his post. And I didn't remove it, and there's very few people that can remove them.
I didn't do it.
I didn't think you did.
Tell you that for a fact.
What was removed? In the movie night suggestion thing in Discord, Eagle had several movies that he suggested, and they've all been removed. I don't even think Oscar is in there, the good ones too that he suggested. So we'll do Oscar after. Gonna do U.S. Marshals this week. Because I did.
I like that. Yeah.
I did The Fugitive on Saturday, so. Since it's supposed to be a sequel. Was I not here for High Noon?
It was a good movie.
Yeah,
Kinda
you were
out
here.
There is Johnny Dangerously.
Okay, I think I've heard that.
I don't know why Hudson Hawk reminded me of that because they're similarly out there movies.
But what does you being here for High Noon have to do with Eagle removing his post? And this isn't recent. It's been that way for a couple weeks. Too, so, or a month. Removed is talking about, removed. Is he talking about me trying to get Raggy's rich? No.
In Johnny Dangerously, one of the characters, Danny Verman, has a gun specially made for him called the 88 Magnum.
Okay.
And when he describes what it does, he says it shoots through schools.
A bunch of chatter in Discord. I didn't recognize this. Radio Showdown was cancelled. No, Eagle. I was talking about you removing your suggestions from the suggestion channel for movies. But yeah, Eagle was at High Noon today. He was removing his own chat and trying to claim somebody else did it. I could have done a better job, but I decided it wasn't worth it, so I tried half-heartedly to get Raggedy's wrench taken.
Yeah, I don't know why it is, but for some reason, taking Eagle's word on faith, right? all he gets is buffering when he comes to your show. Nobody else's. He'll go to marsupials and be fine. But then he comes here and all it does is buffer for him.
So you say there might not be buffering for him? Please. Oh yeah, did you see that nice buckler piece that Bullet put up earlier today on Twitch? Or Twitter, I should say.
No, I didn't. I'll have to look. I wasn't on Twitter for most of the day.
Here, let me bring it up. Let me show everybody this fantastic buckler piece that he did. See this fantastic buckler piece that he did? I get buffering on the vomitorium. Also says Eagle. Oh. They are audibly waiting. If Rick, John, and Metal are too scared, I guess Raggedy will just have a radio showdown. So yeah, Bullet did this nice buckler piece. What does everybody think of Bullet's nice buckler piece?
I think it looks like the Phantom. Everybody's been getting lag on the vomitorium lately. It's the internet hasn't been as good as it used to be. Probably nothing I can do about that. It's not in my power.
You don't have the power! I think Rick needs to learn spelling. Why do I need to learn spelling? Hugo says, I retweeted Bullet's drawing of the Phantom to a Phantom fan who has 14.7 thousand subs. You tweeted Bullet's buckler piece to this guy to show him how much John's buckler looks like the Phantom? Nah. I guess it's a good Phantom piece. It'd be better if it was the buckler, though.
I don't know. The Phantom's a pretty established character.
Yeah. Bullet says, yeah, that was cool, Eagle. He appreciates it. And says, we get it. You think John's design is unoriginal. I don't think that's what it was going for. I think I was just trying to troll Bullet a little. Would it, Rick? Would it? What is sticking out of that thing's mouth? Well, flies have that little nozzle that they eat through or whatever, their mouth or whatever. So I was trying to replicate that in her own
It
specialized
means
gas
she's
mask.
good at sucking.
So I don't know how it helps the character offhand, but it's just supposed to be a design element to the
Yes, a
costume.
proboscis.
That's what it's called, a proboscis.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that marsupial says a proboscis. Well, she's obviously not going to use it like a fly uses it. I know that much.
So she's not going to, like, eat things and spit it back out and eat it again?
Yeah. You can say no if you don't want to do it. Okay, he's talking to Eagle, I think. Phantom 2040 says bullet.
I actually don't know much about the Phantom, just passing knowledge.
Yeah, I've seen the movie a couple times. I might even own the movie, I think, on Blu-ray. This is an
Evan says, the thing with Evan is, anything that isn't the conversation he is in is the B conversation by default.
yeah. So make like a tree and leave. Who are you saying to make like a tree and leave? If I leave, or if I leave, I think your conversation will be ending soon. Well, depending on how I leave, I guess. I could leave and leave the stream running. At that point, you wouldn't have much of a problem, I guess. But if I leave and end the stream, you'd have a bit of a problem. Make like a tree and get out of here. It's Marsupial Biff. It's the Biffinator. Marsupial Bacon Biff.
It was just called Marsupial Tannin.
Or we could call him Mad Dog Marsupial. For the Mad Dog Gamer.
Nobody calls me Mad Dog.
Let's face it, lots of people call you Mad Dog just behind your back. I'm going to the dance, Grandma, says Marsupial. And I think he liked being
He was
called
also
Biff.
He's also the Tattletale Strangler.
Okay. Uh, make like a leaf and falls. Oh, okay, what happened here? Okay, so if anybody wants to make suggestions in the Discord with regards to movie night, good movies or bad movies, feel free. It's just movie night suggestions down near the bottom on Discord. So feel very free to do that. Um, like I said, we finished up uh, Fast and the Furious. Right now, we're just doing. Just pick. We're doing. What's the name of it? The Fugitive series. Although it's not really the Fugitive. Would it be the Fugitive or the the U.S. Marshal series? Or are they just
It would probably just be the name of the marshal himself.
yeah?
You can always watch a couple episodes of Ghost Stories on Bad Movie Night. So, Ghost Stories, I would qualify it as bad because it's not the way it's supposed to be, but it's unironically great.
Either that, or we can watch, like fan films.
Yeah, fan films are usually always bad.
Or tell us about Evan's A and B joke. I don't know. Rick, did you get my A and B joke? No, I didn't. You'll write a blog about Rick's response.
See, Eagle asks Metal, did you hear about the opening for a 2D artist on the Backbone game? No, I did not hear about this. What is this about?
Does the artist need to have a backbone to do it?
Well, I assume so. I don't think they're hiring invertebrates. Oh, it's a noir game. Okay.
I DM you. Okay.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I see it.
Well, Metal's doing it. Yeah, DMing you, not you, Rick. So there was this
Yeah,
Canadian.
everything's all pixel art. Mal wants to know why he didn't get a high. Rick?
Because I didn't see you come in.
He dabbed earlier.
I see now. Like after Mike like a treat and leave. I don't know why. I probably can. The best I can think of is I might have confused his thing with Eagles for some reason. Worm orange green, worm orange green, worm orange green. Buffering says mallet.
Is that a gummy worm? It looks like a gummy worm.
Gummy worms bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Yo, sour gummy worms are great. I could go for some.
Why do I come to these streams? Just to suffer? Buffering? I'm not. I'm getting no buffering, says Marsupial. Are we still on this abomination? What abomination?
He's talking about horsefly.
I would consider her an abomination. Maybe she's a bad guy, right? So.
Not according to Eagle.
Well, I guess it's a good thing Eagle isn't in charge of the Cross Comics universe. Although, when I do my contest for my next, whatchamacallit, for my next campaign, he's going to, if he wants to, he can do his fan version of Snowdrift, make up the whole assassin thing. Maybe even get it printed up as if he wins. Who is in charge? And Evan has a question for you, Metal. In charge of what? The Cross Comics universe? That would be me.
Oh, I thought it was God.
Well, I'm the human in charge. How about that? Give me a wrench so I can straight down Marsupial. You are blessed. Because I can't argue with God being in charge. I thought so. You thought it would be me in charge? Well, yeah, that would make sense. Since it's my comic book universe. For me, not to be in charge would be weird.
So Evan's question is, do people not fulfilling their roles in life irritate you? It's a good question. And not really much irritates me. My question is, how are people supposed to know what their roles in life really is? Life is a big thing.
And there's the question: is it the role that you think they should have, or the role that they think they should have? Marsupial, you are one of the good streamers. I reset my output, so my next stream will be 1080p, 60 frames per second. Says Marsupial. Sorry, Eagle. Evan says I did. I'm not sure what that's to. You did what, Evan? Thanks, Eagle. Sorry, Evan's role is to be a mummy ghost, and he's fulfilling that to a T. Says Marsupial. You read the chat, never have any buffering, and you're good at the game. Marsupial says, I am pretty spectacular. It's okay, Mal. Just teach her the national anthem of Canada. Oh, Canada, we don't stand up for thee. No, we do. We do stand on God for thee.
Did you know who, assuming he means, invented Lincoln Logs? No. I don't. I don't know much about Lincoln Logs other than the fact that they snap together. They don't really snap together, they just kind of sit in place. I don't know why I was always told they snap together. I'm like, that's not how they actually work. They just kind of like fit right into place.
Abraham Lincoln, there you go. I hand off my responsibility to you. Rick, can I spend 5,000 points, Twitch points, to get you to learn the Canadian national anthem? I don't think so. Hey, Mighty Geek! I am coloring up my character Horsefly at the moment. How are you? Been a long time. I hope you are doing well.
Why is your character a flying Dr. Octopus?
I mean, this one has 2 less appendages than Doc Ock.
That was the same amount of appendages, it's just the other 2 are wings.
Guess so. Although my character Squid would probably be closer to Doc Ock. I'm lettering the comic I made for the 24-hour comic day challenge. Ooh, awesome, awesome, awesome. Eagles 24-hour comic day challenge? When was that you did that, Mighty Geek? Squid has 10 appendages. Does I thought they only had 8. Or, well.
No, those are octopuses. Or octopi, octopodes. I think octopodes is the correct one. But everybody uses octopi or octopuses. I don't think anybody really cares, though, at the end of the day.
Well, I guess I got to alter my character a little.
Octopodes? Probably. Or octopodes. Well, if it's Greek, it would be days, not D's. If we're pronouncing that last syllable. Because the E makes the A sound.
The challenge is on the first Saturday in October. Okay, well, I'm a little late for that. What are the rules to the challenge? Do you have to make a certain number of pages or do a certain number of pages? Group of bones, as in the knock knock joke.
Euripides, yeah.
You have to create a 24-page comic book in 24 hours. So can you write it beforehand, or do you have to write it and draw it?
Oh, he says, I believe it said knock knock, no solicitors.
And you have to do it on like regular size comic book paper. Is there anything like? Some write it ahead of time and draw it out during the challenge. So. Nobody wants.
Marsu's like, oh, for the love of Pete, do I have to come in there to say my joke? And Blitz like, nobody wants that.
maybe next year we can do that. Size is entirely up to you. So that's basic, and I guess you're supposed to pencil it and ink it. So, so that's basically a page an hour.
Well, here's the thing, Marsupial. If you don't think I'm going to play along in chat, what makes you think I'm going to start playing along if you hop in the call? Because I believe I said no solicitors.
Yeah, but he's not a solicitor, is he?
He's knocking on the door.
Yeah, well, lots of people knock on your door that aren't solicitors. Some of your friends would knock on your door, wouldn't they? Or do they just walk in?
Oh, definitely solicitors. Definitely solicitors.
Good point, Metal. Never mind. You killed comedy. It was the day comedy died.
Trick-or-treaters soliciting candy. Except in the other direction.
So were you able to do it, Mighty Geek? How did you do on the challenge? There's something that never got I didn't ask, so last year.
Yeah, last time I answered my door.
You made a 28-page book in 15 hours. Okay, so did you pencil, ink, and color it, or just pencil it and ink, or what? He says last year DC
Just strictly pencil it.
Last year DC sold Blake, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman comics. Okay, I don't get how that would have worked. So what, people would write their own comic for those characters at that point? Pencil and ink. Uh-huh.
That sounds like a ripoff, honestly.
What? Oh yeah, writing your
a blank comic. Like, think about it. You buy a comic to read something, not to do work.
Yeah. But then again, if you're buying it, you know what you're doing, you're getting yourself into, right? So.
Just saying, that's like going to the movie theater and then just them handing you an empty reel for you to film something on.
Yeah.
Like, that's not why I came here. I came here to watch a movie, not to make one.
So I guess you don't purchase that option. I can't see me doing that though. Purchasing that option either.
The artist gives you an empty book. It's just blank pages. This isn't a book, this is a journal. I don't want to keep a diary. Get out of here.
There was an ad just for you to send your creation to DC. Ah, so it ended up being a contest, ultimately. No point now, laugh out loud. More like a job interview.
Sounds like a really restricted job interview. They don't actually get to talk to you, right? They don't even get to see like your good portfolio work. They're just going to see this one comic that you sent in. And you don't even get to work at full size because most people who work on comic pages don't work on the actual size the page ends up being. You work bigger.
Yeah.
And it gets shrunken down. So you're restricted. You have to do everything on one layer. You're not doing multiple sheets. You don't pencil. Even if you're doing it traditional with a light box, ink over, lettering, and stuff like that. This is the most restricted way you can make a comic to send it in. You'd have to be like the biggest talent to be able to pull that off.
Yeah, well, I guess that's what they're looking for, right?
Yeah.
It'd be a good way to weed out people.
Yeah, I agree with Bull. It's best to just pour one out for DC. They're done. Especially when AT&T is done with them.
Yeah, and then of course there's what they're about to try and do: pass off this new Wonder Woman on TV.
Does anybody even watch that stuff?
Yeah, lots of people watch the CW. I'll probably check out the first couple episodes and then even end up watching the whole dumb thing. Fortunately, sometimes I'm too much of a superhero geek or whatever, I guess.
Well, in general, TV viewership is down. And it's been trending down for a long time.
Yeah. A lot of people are doing what not YouTube, but yeah, YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the series that are getting views, they're more on streaming services for the most part anyway. They're done with print in June 2021. Oof.
It's going to be HBO Max. Oh, well, I heard, yeah, there's something. What do people think about the whole Wonder Woman 1984 going, probably being in the theater for like 2 weeks and then going on HBO Max?
Oh, I'm not going to watch it.
You're not going to go to the theater and see it, or you're just not going to go, or, well, obviously you're not going to watch it on HBO Max, but...
The answer is yes.
Yes, you're not going to the movie theater watching it. You're also not going to watch it on HBO Max.
I mean, first off, there's not enough good things on HBO or through the connected networks of Warner to get me to get HBO Max in the first place.
Yeah.
Even with them bringing this new Looney Tunes thing, it's like it looks like it's old Looney Tunes, but at the same time, it's like it's not looking good enough to make me take a risk on it.
Yeah. Well, for the theaters, Mighty Geek, it might depend on what ends up happening with the election. If Biden gets in control, everything is, I hate to say it, America is going down the drain financially.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think most countries are going to end up going down the drain financially.
Till they start treating a certain thing like what it is and not what it isn't. That's going to be the case, unfortunately. Everything will be in lockdown if Biden gets in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, not for long.
Yeah, because there is the vaccine out there, but who knows?
No, I'm saying the populace won't put up with it.
Yeah.
Because personally, I think the vaccine is a bunch of BS.
Yeah, that could be.
Not that it doesn't exist or anything. It's just with these type of diseases, a vaccine isn't even generally effective long term. It'll help you against the wave, but it's not going to be effective the second time around. This is an adaptive disease. This ain't tuberculosis.
Yeah, well, then again, heard on Crowder, so far out of the 54 million people in the world that have supposedly contracted it, there's only been 4 reinfections.
Yeah, well, I think the best is going to happen is you're going to hit a level of herd immunity.
Yeah.
And it's just going to kind of disappear and become part of the conglomerate of diseases we call the flu.
Yeah.
Flu never actually disappeared. And a lot of these other ones didn't either. We just have a thing we call the flu now.
My question is the vaccine actually probably just like some sort of sugar pill? Well, it would probably literally be a sugar pill, but, a placebo.
No, I mean, I have confidence that they're actually working on a legitimate vaccine. I just don't think one will be very effective as a long-term solution. Yeah, the common cold is still a thing.
Yeah, we don't know how to cure it, so...
I mean, anybody who knows the first thing about virology would come into question how a vaccine would actually solve the situation that they claim we're in.
Yeah.
Especially for something that is widely, harmless.
Yeah, well, therein lies the thing. The media is trying, as we know, been trying to make it almost day one that it's a lot more harmful than what it is. So a vaccine just it gives everybody a way to, save face at best, I would say. Suddenly, oh yeah, everybody's all right now. You got the vaccine. Evan says, I have returned. You were gone. Yeah, you can't vaccinate against the common cold because it never attacks the same way more than once.
Well, because the common cold too is equally a mesh of different diseases. It's all just the rhinovirus, but it's a bunch of different like breeds and strains of the rhinovirus that also adapts every single year. There are like thousands of common colds that we all just lump together as a single thing.
Yeah.
The problem is they have a genetic similarity. They do similar things, so your body knows how to handle it. That's why you can die from a cold, but it's very rare that people die from a cold in the modern day when you can just, fuel up your body and allow it to fight it on its own terms. Most people have mild symptoms from a cold at best.
Yeah. Usually cold, the flu, I just start taking warm baths and, drink some fluids, like orange juice or whatever. And my body fights it off pretty fast. Evan says goodbye forever.
You hurt Evan's feelings.
Everybody's always hurting Evan's feelings.
He's a very sensitive mummy.
Isn't it evident that people do that?
Rick, I was here. My hand pretty low. Now I'm here. My hand pretty high.
Oh, it said sneaky about something.
Mighty Geek says it's possible to use the common cold to weed out those without common sense. I actually don't believe in common sense. Or at least, I think it's a red herring. I think people confuse it for something else that exists, which is more of a cultural wisdom. Which is something we usually pass down through like fairy tales and fables and stuff. And one of the reasons, especially that people seem to be even dumber these days than they used to be, or they lack this thing that you refer to as common sense, is because we have not been properly passing down cultural wisdom.
Well, that I can agree with. Certainly haven't been. Now that Evan is gone, can I have a wrench? No, because Evan will be back.
Evan doesn't even have a wrench anymore.
After these
I
messages,
forgot who did he time out to lose it? Was it DL?
TL or Eagle. You might have typed out Eagle.
Somebody. It might have been because Eagle was asking to be timed out that one day. All I know, whoever he timed out probably deserved it.
I just like how you made sure you would have your wrench for Infinity over on Dillard's channel.
It was too tempting. I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah. I know, I think I was half thinking of doing it too. What happened? What do you mean, what happened? What happened about what?
Eagle was timed out by Mrs. Dillard Draws for 300 seconds.
What, just now?
Oh, I remember now because Evan brought it up. I timed out everyone because Rick thought I couldn't. That was back when Evan was like, let's play a game. How many people can I time out before I lose my wrench or something like that? But yes, Mrs. Dillard Draws just timed Eagle out.
Why did you do that, Mrs. Dillard? Or was it John in her account?
I don't know. That's all the account says.
Okay, let's see. View event.
Now everybody's saying goodbye. Well, that's clearly the different account. Because it didn't say Mrs. Dillard Draws #1 Rick Piper fan. It just said Mrs. Dillard Draws.
Yeah. Clearly she's lurking and not in the chat. There are other ways I can take that right, Mrs. Dillard. You do know that, right? Well, obviously the one that's typing in the chat can't be the real Mrs. Dillard because there's not a wrench next to her.
Yeah. Here's the question. What would happen if I timed myself out?
Can you time yourself out?
I have more than one account.
Do they both have wrenches? Or you can time...
No, I only have one account with a wrench.
Oh yeah, you can time your account that doesn't have a wrench. Exactly what Rick said. So, the real Mrs. Dillard, let's see. Let's check this out. Rick, what does your mom want for Christmas? I lost another subscriber today. I was up to like 92, 692, and now I'm down to like 83. I think YouTube has it out for me. Customization? I'm not even sure where I look for that sort of stuff anymore. I hate how they changed this, that you have no idea where to go for anything. John is an awful person. I would, Buckler does look like the Phantom. Eagle 43. Can you compare the buckler to whoever you wish? Settings, channel, community. The question is, should I take Mrs. Dillard's wrench?
Counter proposal: you give this Mrs. Dillard a wrench.
Yeah, but I'm not sure who that is.
That's what makes it fun. Clearly, it's the #1 Rick Piper fan, so...
Yeah, Rick, don't be silly. And yes, I agree. Right. Take a chance. Somehow I'm thinking that might be Evan. Or it could be John. It's hard to tell.
Rick, you're too suspicious.
Well, what can I say? These people made me a bit cynical.
What do you mean by these people?
The chat. Okay, somebody who's not here a lot, I am taking their wrench. There's nobody in the chat right now. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people with wrenches, and 2 of them are restreamed by. It's real. You have to type. You have to type a response. Well, right now I'm going to continue coloring. The real Matilda knows that I have conversed with her mother-in-law. Yeah, I think John knows that too. And then you've just given it away, so. Rick is ignoring my comments. No, I'm not. I read them. Is it the roundabout way of saying you want me to leave? No. I don't want you to leave. What were you talking to John's mom about? John told her.
I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, what? I'm not sure myself. Trying to find out who the real Mrs. Dillard is. Let's see, let's pop up the chat. Well, then again, I know one. I know it can't be the one that's in my thing because chat. Well, I don't know whether it's the real her or not. Because I just know it's not the one that actually has a wrench at the moment.
Well, it's the easy way to solve this problem. Just have her send you a copy of her marriage certificate.
Or I could say the real Mrs. Dillard can DM me, because she's able to do that. Well, John would probably be able to do that from her account too. So I'm not sure whether that would work out. If it's
the chat has turned into a game of Clue.
Right. The chat has turned into a game of Clue, yeah. Well, I can say
Mrs. Dillard draws in the live chat with a wrench.
Well, I know one thing. If Mrs. Dillard could DM me, if it's her, she could DM me. Even if it's Johnny could DM me, but so if I said DM me from her Twitter account, that would preclude the possibility that it's Evan. So this one in the chat, or possibility.
You're so paranoid that it might be Evan.
Well, he's done it before, just by pretending to be himself.
But why would Evan time out Eagle? That's the question.
Why would he time out anybody? I appreciate the rethought, your bullet placement, or spots, whatever they are. Actually, I didn't replace any of them. You spent less time doing purity tests and more time fixing the awful There are no bullet holes on this. I offered Rick's brother a partner. Rick's brother and partner, but he threw it in my face. Evan Brotep. Please explain, Rick. Rick's accusing me of this time. I need to not be offended. Well, they're chatting at the same time, so it's possible this is possible. It was battle using an alt account called Evan Notep. Yeah, and there's the thing. I guess it could be you too, couldn't it? Pretending to be Mrs. Dillard.
Why would I do that?
I have no idea why any of you guys do the stuff you do. You want a straight answer? That's not coming very fast.
If I was going to pretend to be anybody, it'd clearly be Raggedy Man because he's the funniest of all of us.
Who stole the wrench? Bullet, did you make all these holes in this fly-faced woman? Just one more thing. I guess Mrs. Dillard gets her wrench saved for today because I think somehow I'm thinking it was John that used her account to. Well, see, it wasn't Evan that timed out Eagle. It was Mrs. Dillard's account. So somebody using her.
It was the other Mrs. Dillard's account.
Yeah.
Because there's two Mrs. Dillard account.
Yeah, well, this one says #1 Rick Piper fan. Hers doesn't. The one that has the wrench doesn't.
The real question is, Rick, why aren't you paying attention to who you have and haven't given wrenches to?
Well, some of them it's like, let's see. So some people haven't been in a long time. Like Pope Raven. Pope Raven's got a wrench, but he hasn't been in for a long time. Trusty's been in, got a wrench, but well, I can't say he hasn't been in, but it's been a while. But he's not in as often as he used to be. Same with George. So it sounds like this account definitely need a wrench. It says Popper hasn't gotten over your bird competing.
Yeah, you really scarred Pope for life there, man.
Yeah, but
He'll never be the same.
technically, did I color over that, or just did I add it to the inks? Since they're black.
Well, there was definitely one place where you forgot to erase parts of the birds, and the birds that are supposed to be in the background was going over somebody's face.
Yeah. Actually, I was able to correct that. if you look in your copy, not they, you know, I did not answer your second one question. It's your first and third. Because my wife was upset that Rick would try to take advantage of her kindness by extorting $1,000 from her. I had to spend all afternoon trying to convince her not to unsubscribe.
Rick, why would you do that?
I'm not trying to extort money from anybody. I can't help what somebody's going to charge me for something, and I need to make some profit. Rick, what does your mom want for Christmas? I don't know what she wants for Christmas.
You know, it's the best gift you can get anybody? Socks. You can never have too many socks. Especially because the dryer eats half of them.
A new son, a sugar daddy. Oh, says Mullet. Rick's mom wants a shadow pulp for Christmas, says Judge. The question. I'm sure he will eventually say his mom wants it. Well, she wouldn't say no to that. You don't ask your mother these questions. Well, we have no money to buy gifts, so it's like, what's the sense in asking the question? Plus, usually I might try and figure out what I want to get her, what I think she needs, and do it from there.
See, look, Evan loves socks. Socks are a great gift.
Well, I could make her drawing, but she wouldn't really care for it one way or another. Probably the best. Probably I'm gonna get her maybe a Christmas card. Will be probably about it. Rick, are we doing a radio showdown? I don't know. I haven't got one complete. It's not like I couldn't complete it. I just gotta sit down and do it. Why don't you make a comic called Supermom and then sign it with a heart? Because as much as that's nice and sweet and all that, my mom would, how do I put this? She'd probably sort of appreciate it. It wouldn't really be her thing. She's not as big of a comic fan as me. Uh, Now there might be a movie or something that I might be able to find that she would like or something like that. If I had the money, I haven't really thought about it, so there's another problem offhand too. No, she definitely would not be into me getting a tattoo that says "Mom." She would probably shoot me if I did that.
I do not believe your mother would shoot you.
Okay, maybe not literally, but the point is, she would nowhere near be impressed. Just the opposite. It doesn't matter where it would be on my person. She would not be impressed with the tattoo. Get your, your
All the tattoos as well.
Yeah, she wouldn't go for that.
She could be more of a man than you. Like all the grizzled bikers.
Damn, Judge, you killed me. Put an M on each butt cheek. Get your room soundproofing so you don't bother her with strange people's voices when you refuse to plug your headphones.
The thing is, she wants to talk to the strange voices.
Yeah. Too often I have to get her to shut up because you guys are talking and I can't hear you.
If anything, you should get her the soundproofing for yourself.
Well, what would you want? Actually, there's what you'd want. A new computer, a new cheap computer. $100 or $200 computer. Rick, seriously, get your mom a present. Stop being that person. Being that. John, if I could, I would. There's lots of times went out and got my mom a present. It's not because I don't want to. It's literally because I can't. Or anything that I get, she wouldn't really care for it. Yeah, it's a nice thought, would be her thought, but...
I don't know, man. Socks.
Oh, we got tons of socks around here. Rick, draw your mom as a biker and put her in snowshoes. She can be the biker named Mom. If you give money, if I give you money, will you buy me Canadian socks? Like socks with maple leafs on them? Or Canadian flag on them, Evan? Yeah, they've got them at the dollar store and stuff like that.
Yo, Canadian sock sounds great. I bet Canada's got like especially the further north you go because it's a requirement. All the warmest socks.
Socks drenched in maple syrup. Mrs. Dillard
I
says.
wouldn't want those.
Mrs. Dillard says Emma has Canadian socks. Yes, I gave Emma some Canadian socks a few years ago, or years ago, or whenever. Yeah, if you had 20, 40, 60, 100 bucks, 300 bucks, what would you buy your mom? I want an answer for each. Give me a second. Are Canadian socks made in Canada? I have no idea. Judge. I guess it might depend on the Canadian socks. Yeah,
No, they're probably made in China.
Oh, let's see. What yay. One of the answers should be swarms and swarms of lizards.
Ooh, swarms and swarms of lizards. Depending on the person, that's either the best gift or the worst gift.
Trying to think what my mom would. Do you want the answer like right now, or do I have some time to think about this, John?
This is an interrogation, Rick. I think he wants it now.
So this lady has only 2 extra lungs, so she's Dr. Sectopus. Oh, doesn't even know what his mom. I know what she. A lot of ways, what she likes. But she's very. I'm not sure what the right word would be.
Evan needs to bring back the interrogation rooms.
I guess for one of them, I don't know which one, she could go for a Blu-ray player in her room. She would like that. Although we really can't afford it each month, she'd probably like a Windows phone, a phone that operates with the Windows operating system. I'm not sure what they would fall under for numbers. Right now, it's just, what's the price point for Rick getting a job? Maybe a novel. If I went to the Christian bookstore, I could probably find a novel or something that she would enjoy. I've done that a few times.
Oh, just write her a novel by Christmas and get it printed out. It's not that hard.
Well, by one of her authors that she likes. Although sometimes they don't have books out. One of them I know is Joel Rosenberg. I'm not sure whether he's got anything new out. So a novel, I guess, could be the $20 one, approximately. Especially, you're probably talking U.S. money. I'm not sure whether you're talking U.S. or Canadian. uh, Probably the $100 one, I think, would be the Blu-ray player. She an E.L. James fan? Don't think so. Sometimes just going to the Christian bookstore, we find stuff. I would say maybe some music. From the Christian bookstore. I know we could go into the Christian bookstore and she could spend loads of money. There's always lots of stuff that she can find there that she likes or would like. I don't. I didn't specify denominations. Don't. You said if you had $20, $40, $60, $100, or $300, what would you buy your mom? I want an answer for each. You did too specify denominations.
Or maybe he meant actual bucks. Like, if you had that many deers, what would you buy for her? Because you know, a whole male deer is worth a lot of money. There's a lot of meat there.
Yeah. I'm trying to see some things that would give me some sort of thing.
And if you sold 300 deer, you could buy everybody Christmas gifts.
Yeah. Maybe a tablet. Maybe he meant actual bucks. Oh, very metal. That says Dillard. Yeah, tablet, like a computer tablet. That'd be, maybe that could be the $300 one. Although you can get them for less. The thing is, people over the years has changed, it's not like she goes out and does a lot of stuff, or goes to movies and all that, Unfortunately, she seems to become a real homebody. Not that she doesn't like going out and doing things, it's just no money, so. So I'm not 100%. Those are a few ideas. I know it's not each thing that you said there, but I think I missed the 40 and the 60. Okay, computer tablets no, not Android phones. Window phone. Phones with the window operating system instead of Android.
So socks it is then. I agree. Dude, you can never have too many socks.
and instead of books, book I guess would be varied between 20 and 40. That's coming from a man who rarely ever wears socks.
It's true, but I have a lot of them.
Better to have them and not need them than not need them and not have them, right?
Yeah, no, I actually recently, or depends how soon you consider recently, but within the last year, I got a whole bunch of new socks because I had to
Yeah.
throw out a bunch of old pairs that were torn up and just didn't have any action to it anymore. I had some socks that were like a decade, like old. It's like I can't be wearing these anymore. They just sloop down as soon as I pull them up.
So gift ideas. You know, at one time she was really into video games and all that. You know, but these new systems and all that. So maybe if I found an older TV series, on DVD that she would like, like Roy Rogers and something like that. You should open a website page to JCPenney or Hall or Macy's or Bed and Bath and go on and pick out something she would like. I was just looking, so we can all see. I was just looking at what's the name of it? Small Mart. Okay, I'll do JC Penny. There, so. Okay, so browsers. There, you can see that. Trying to think. He's always here. He won't leave no matter how much Rick screams at him. So.
Rick, why are you screaming at people?
This is all clothes, shoes, accessories. There's toys and games. Maybe probably wouldn't even be able to find like games and puzzles she's not even really into anymore. $5. Rick starts picking up crap fuel nuts.
Did you ever do any of those 500 or bigger piece puzzles?
No,
Not a puzzle person?
no. Well, she's probably done them in the past, but it's not like really a big
I think
thing.
she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was timed up until go to home and accessories. Well, there's shoes and accessories. Uh, shoes aren't really her thing. She might. I don't even. She might need a new pair of boots. That's about it. For there.
Yeah,
Uh,
what people mean to Dillard? I mean, not Dillard. What's Dillard mean to Eagle?
oh, it's because Eagle said, Rick, I think we need to take John's rank. Someone timed me out, and there needs to be justice. And then Dillard timed him out. This morning, it
Well,
was
according to the
you.
rules, I think that's probably admission that somebody needs to take his wrench, according to your rules.
Yeah, with him
It's
just.
almost like yourself.
Yeah, I was thinking. With him timing it out. It's not because of this morning, it's because of right now.
What did he do this morning?
I don't know. Eagle this morning was deleting his own messages and trying to accuse other people of timing him out.
Ah, okay.
Why don't you go to the home or kitchen department? Okay. Well, I'm not seeing a home department here. Well, home and lifestyle. Kitchen and dining. Something wrong. Okay, doesn't want to go to kitchen and
Why don't you
dining.
get like a bath set? You know, have like a nice bubble bath.
She's not into bubble baths.
Oh wow, that's strange.
She, for her, it's in and out as fast as possible for the bath. Uh, she's not big. Cookware, bakeware, maybe bakeware. She's been getting into baking a little bit, but then again, we've got the stuff that we need for that too. So then go to a different website. Try Target or.
Timothy's like, I hope I'm not late. Well, this is normally past when the show would end.
Yeah. I'm better off going to Walmart. Walmart or maybe even Best Buy. I can't see there being anything at Macy's. I don't know. Target, and I have no idea what Nordstrom is.
Nordstrom Rack. It's mostly clothes, but they've got other things too.
Oh, let's see, electronics.
It's just like one of those kind of focused but department stores that you see at the malls. It's a little more expensive.
Nordstrom
It's just
Rack
for
is
poor people. Well, everything at the mall's for poor people. Compared to the poor people stuff, it's a little more expensive.
For her, with my mom, she's like she's got too many clothes already. Um, uh, Nordstrom's have entire floors of home good.
Oh, do they? The only one I've ever had is this one at the mall in Arlington that I go to. And they only have a single floor. And they're mostly clothes. It's probably just a smaller Nordstrom than most of them are.
You know what? Let's go to. Fairway Christian bookstore.
It's an outlet for out-of-season clothes. See, everyone I know just goes to Ross for that.
What is this?
You want to talk about poor people clothes? There's the Ross Dress for Less. That's where I got a lot of clothes from.
Is this the right? Yeah, it looks like the. Yeah. Books. Browse. Products. Devotional, she's like the Joyce Meyer when she might. His mom deserves a present for having to look at Elspeth before she hurts Julia. Me and Rick are going in together to get his mom something. Maybe Harbinger? Oh, here's one. Joel Rosenberg. I know she doesn't have this. No. I buy my stores from
JCPenney discount. Do they got good stuff? Is it just like their normal stuff that's out of season or something, and so it's on sale?
You just don't have the confidence Rick does.
Yes and yes. Ooh, I'll have to check that out then.
Oh, let's see. Yes, and to the. Maybe a nice glass. Oh,
You guys drink
the ingredients to make eggnog, yeah, but I think we got a punch bowl or two.
How old is it though? Every so often, it's nice to replace some things.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably stuff that was her mom's, or maybe we have one that wasn't too. Unfortunately, dishes. What fancy dishes was might have been a thing like 20 years ago for her, but not so much now. My mom's
About a blender or a bread maker?
blender maybe, but I doubt it. Bread maker, that's more my cousin.
Get an air fryer. Everybody's into those air fryers these days. No, I think those things are expensive though, aren't they? I'm not talking about like a nice thing expensive, but like they're the new craze, so they're worth way more than they actually are.
How about a retro KitchenAid blender. I have no, well, except for the fact that it's a blender.
Oh no, they're actually dropping in price. You can get some pretty cheap air fryers now, like reasonably priced for what they do.
The book thing would be better, way easier in person looking over stuff. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, my mom's interests have changed a little bit over the years.
Most people's do.
And yeah, when she was, 50 or whatever, 40, she was, some of this fancy stuff she would have liked. But
A
now,
Keurig.
let's see.
Keurig machines are pretty handy,
Look up kitchen.
and they do a lot more than just coffee.
Kitchen. Need blender.
She do gardening? Well, it's not like they really have places where she
No.
can do gardening.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Back when we were in a house, yeah, she liked gardening. She was into that. She likes trying to do the plant stuff. She's no good at it, but
Well, you got to do it to get better.
but that now that we're in an apartment, it's hard to do.
You guys have any houseplants?
Well, she has plants that, although I'm not sure how they're doing. I think they're not doing good at all. That she, trying to grow her tomatoes or whatever, stuff like that. I don't get into it. It's not my thing, so I'm like, do whatever. So she's still like, she still would like that stuff. People tend to just do what they can't afford. After a time, if she has it, she'll use it. I can't afford to go shooting right now, so I pretend like I never liked it anyways. No, she won't pretend like she never liked it. We got all sorts of
I don't do
different.
that either. I just complain that I can't do it.
Half the things that she's gotten in the past. Well, she actually has a small blender, yeah. But half the things that she's gotten in the past machines to do some stuff she never uses.
How about a slap chop?
What's that?
Oh, it's like one of those choppers. You slap it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It goes
yeah.
down and it chops. There was like, who was that guy? It's that dude who does like all the infomercials now. Appeared from this earth. Who's this guy?
Yeah.
It's
But a blender, yeah, she might use it. But then again, we would both end up using it. It'd be more something for the house, not for her.
Yeah, I think he's the same guy who does the ShamWows too.
Yeah.
As well, yeah. Yeah, ammo is really expensive. Reasonably. Actually, it's not what I would say it's really expensive, but it's expensive.
and sometimes even getting some of this stuff, like how about an electric toothbrush? Well, that would be no good for her. She lost her teeth long ago.
Unless he meant that as an innuendo, in which, ew. You're talking about a man's mom here.
Getting
Well, the thing is, like, you don't actually need to get the Keurig cups, right? You can just get like those the empty ones that you can put your own stuff in as well.
oh,
You can just put like normal coffee in it and stuff like that, and it makes it just as fast.
We've got a coffee maker. Maybe it's not a big one, but my mom's never been one about. And I know brand names, for lack of a better way of saying it. I know it's not the best way of saying it, but
No, I get what you mean. I'm the same way. It's usually like a class thing, right?
yeah, it's she just needs a cup. She wants coffee. She just needs a regular coffee maker. She doesn't need $1,000 coffee maker. The $20 coffee maker that you can get at Walmart will do just fine. And I'm probably exaggerating on both ends there. Where are we on my stock proposal?
Yeah, usually when somebody asks me, it's like, I want to get this for you. What kind do you want? I'm like, I don't know. Whichever one's cheap and reliable.
Yeah. TV shows on Blu-ray. Hey, John, you're the one that wanted to get into this. I knew it was going to be like this. I'm on my way in to the call. Be right there. Here, maybe the better thing to do is bring my mom in on this. Because these are...
Unless you're trying to surprise her. But then she could be listening, so it's not much of a surprise anyway.
Yeah, well, I don't think she's listening. I think she might be snoozing.
Mm-hmm.
She was earlier, but she could be up by now. I don't know. But now you've done it. If he calls, he means business.
I look over, there's actually a Keurig right there.
Rick's mom stopped watching, says Timothy.
Of course, normally if she's watching, you see her dropping links in the chat, so...
Yeah, but her computer's not up and running right now, so... We need to reformat it and all that.
Well,
Actually,
like a Chromebook would probably work well for her.
yeah. Actually, you know, I know what. I just thought of stuff. Jeez, I don't know.
Evan socks. She get that up on the Hotep store.
It. Let me.
Make them look like gauze wraps with like a blue mustache just slapped on there. Basically sells itself.
Listings. Nervous is not too into clothes, but she is trying to want to get some stuff for the Snowdrift or whatever from my store on Teespring. So. Apparel, words, hoodies. No, that's expensive. That's Canadian. You know, like she'd like stuff like this.
Rick, are you trying to peddle off your own stuff on your mom?
No, hey, I can get you. Go get her and she can let you know.
No, I know she was in here when we were talking once about those Snowdrift leggings or something like that.
Yeah, and she got them. So, hey, John.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Nice little.
So, what are you looking at now? You're looking at something to buy your mom, which is a Canadian Shield shirt, so that you get paid. You see, the thing is, Rich Piper.
No. If I did that, if I did that, I would do it through the back end where I don't have to pay, the 58 or 50, and not Canadian Shield Snowdrift. So, although she more wants a zip up hoodie, not that there's. I think you can get zip up hoodies on this one now, but I've got to put them in and all that to the design. Boo Rick. Let's all boo this man. Rick is a monster. Rick, I don't have warm feet. This time next week I'm on something. Hey, you're wanting ideas, John. That's an idea.
Yeah, terrible idea, yeah.
Rick, if Evan doesn't have warm feet this time next week, he's on something.
Yeah, I read that.
Oh, did you? I had to go let a dog in.
Okay, well, you're here, John?
Well, I sure am, but you certainly seem to wanted to get your point across before you let me speak, so go ahead.
No, you can speak. I'm telling you something.
You were showing me images from your Teespring site, you were gonna get your mom Canadian Shield or Crossverse gear for her present on Christmas. Oh, damn it!
What can I say,
It's
John?
like buying somebody I planted a tree in your honor.
Out of all the stuff that we've talked about right so far, that's probably the thing she would want the most.
Look, I just pulled up right here. JCPenney Home. They have a bunch of stuff for home. They have towel sets. They have new quilts and bedspreads. Let me actually go into the site. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, they got down sweaters, cardigans. They have let's see, decor. What kind of style is she into when she decorates the living room?
Not all that decorated. There's some, plastic flowers that we got in some vases on top of, like bookcases, but that's about it. And I think that's just because we got them from funerals or whatever, my grandparents or stuff like that.
Right, something sentimental, right?
Yeah.
What about a nice set of photograph frames that you can hang on the wall?
Oh, we can't hang stuff on the wall.
I'm sure she's not. There are plenty of they have these 3M hooks that you could just use adhesive tape that pulls right out.
Yeah.
That do not damage the wall at all. Pretty pricey, but those can be part of the gift set. You get a nice pack of 30 of those for $30.
Yeah, she might like that. We don't have. She's got a few things that she's.
My mom is the same way in the sense that she doesn't like anything that doesn't have some sort of use.
Yeah.
Or that she uses all the time. Very minimalist the way her apartment is set up, but she does enjoy, which I think most people do enjoy, having photographs.
Yeah.
There's also frames that you could that have stands that you could stand on like a table.
Yeah. There's only about really one named photograph that I think she has. It's very old. And it's
then what we could do is we could take that and get it professionally matted and framed.
Okay.
No?
It's possible, for sure. I'm not sure how well that it would. I'm not sure how to put it. She wouldn't. I guess she wouldn't mind it, but it wouldn't. She wouldn't be overall thrilled. She'd say thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all you can expect for Christmas.
Yeah.
No, you're not trying to thrill people and blow their socks off.
Yeah.
Things like new blankets and throws are always nice and appreciated.
Anything.
You get tired of using the same blanket. Sometimes blankets get a little frayed in edges and stuff like that. Get some new stuff. Throw out the old stuff.
No.
I always enjoy whenever my wife brings home new pillowcases. I love it. Changing out shower curtains, that kind of thing.
Yeah. That stuff my mom could care less about. All that sort of things.
Let's see, what else do they have here? Bedding and bath, window, kitchen and dining, furniture and mattress, home and lifestyle. All right, home and lifestyle. Let's take a look at that. Do you guys ever have guests over?
Dave? That's a bit. Well, there's been some other people in the past, but not too often. Nobody. It's not that we don't want people coming by, but not too many people come by.
Like for instance, your mom drinks coffee. She likes coffee, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm not suggesting getting a big brass $1,000 coffee making machine,
Yeah.
but upgrading the Mr. Coffee, to something a little better, and maybe getting a set of 4 coffee cups, and maybe even like a couple of what are those called? The little
Actually, she would probably more like going out and getting maybe some flavored coffee more than a coffee maker.
Well, that's what I was saying. You get these little carousels that have like flavorings for coffee that you could have in your kitchen.
Yeah. Like
They're little tiny like racks. And you could put like cinnamon, and you could put like vanilla flavor, French vanilla syrup, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just getting a set of that, and there you go. So now you have something else next to the coffee maker that you could spice up your coffee with. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, she might like that. Well, it says get a cold brew coffee maker. They are cheap. Timothy says, I meant to say he kicks out his mom and makes it accessible. No.
Let's see what they have here in this. Home electronics.
So here's the question. Do you want to hear my mom's take on all this, or are we trying to surprise her?
Why?
What?
Absolutely not. Why would I want her take on it?
Because she's the one getting it?
That's right. She's not the one buying it, so who cares what you think?
Yeah. Okay, let's just buy her the ugliest sweater on her.
That's right. She did it to you when you were little. Now it's time for payback.
Actually, I think the ugliest thing that she ever bought me, and although I didn't mind them all, so everybody teased me, was these bright yellow colored jeans.
My mom bought me a pair of black denim jean shorts. I never forgave her.
The bullet says, Rick Aslan, if I sent her $100, what would she do with it? Probably put it on bills or something like that.
Mm-hmm. That's why you don't ask people what they want. You just do.
Judge, the question says, we need a fake Rick Mom's account to help Tiller.
Alright, so your house has Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
Do you have an Alexa?
No, she wouldn't want one of those.
Why not?
Too much, for lack of a better way of saying it, negative press on them.
Negative press?
Is she paranoid to be listening in on her?
Well, it's not so much that. A lot of it is really, well, maybe not a lot, I should say, but they do not necessarily have always correct information. Like, I'm not sure whether you guys would have saw it a few years ago when, they were asking the different things like that. The question about Christ, and it wouldn't even be able to say who Christ was. So, through stuff like that, she's not really one for one of those things.
Alright, now I'm going to type into Google gifts for mom. We'll see what comes up. Okay. Does she ever go anywhere?
Well, not so much anymore. I try and get her out doing things. Heck, sometimes I have a hard time just getting her to come to the movies with me for a movie that she'll want to go see. She's like, I could wait for it to come on video. Uh,
So take me through a day in the life of your mom.
Nowadays, well, even sort of before COVID, she gets up.
Like the current year.
She gets up. She watches TV. May, she might go. Usually we don't go out because we don't have any money, But even when we had some money, maybe a movie once in a while, maybe downtown to Dollarama or whatever, you know. There's something that she might like a gift card to Dollarama, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Or
So
maybe
right now we're at getting up, watching TV. What else?
that's listening to my programs. That's about all she does at the moment. Watching different programs on TV. Sometimes it's religious. Sometimes it's something like Walker or whatever. We go to church on Sundays. Maybe she might go out to a Bible study. That's about it. Not really an exciting life by most people's standards. Heck, I try and get her out to do stuff, and it's, like I said, somewhat hard. Maybe if there's an event,
Well, people don't typically go out like that once they're past, 23 years old. The only time I ever go out is to go to the liquor store. All right, so then let me do this then. Let me go over to the Berean bookstore.
For Super USG's get her Terry Plot in a coffin.
What?
Bullet says Rick is making me want to go out and do donuts in the thing. Rick's mom watched Steven Crowder. Well, just more than Steven Crowder. There's more than Crowder that did that, Judge.
All right, there's all kinds of stuff here. There's Lifeway. I don't know if you guys are users of Lifeway products.
What is Lifeway? What are Lifeway products?
They sell religious text, Bible studies, programs, stuff like that.
Yeah, that she could be interested in for sure.
Like video sessions, digital studies. Let's see, different types of Bibles and books, supplemental books. Does she do devotionals or no?
Sometimes. Bible 1 on CD. Well, we've got it in MP3 format that on my computers or on my hard drive. What
about the entire David Jeremiah collection?
No, not that. Although, you could probably get that.
Yeah, they have it here. Okay. So do you know of any particular type of text you would want, or no?
No, not any particular.
Because they also have sets of books for, your home study where they have like, the different texts in Hebrew, Greek, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like anything like that?
What was that about Greek, Hebrew, again?
It would just have the Bible, and it has instead of splitting it down the middle with like concordances, it would be like the Greek translation through the middle of it.
We've got a couple. That's called an interlinear Bible. We've actually got one of those, where it's King James on one side and I think it's King James on one side and the Greek and Hebrew on the other.
Okay. Let's see.
Armin. uh, what are people seeing nowadays? Well, they're just seeing that. I'm going to switch back to Horsefly. I haven't been paying attention. Pretty sure I'm bored enough to leave, says Evan. Everybody's getting a little bit.
You have a pretty extensive Blu-ray collection.
Yeah.
Because I was a little befuddled when you said Blu-ray player because nobody uses Blu-ray anymore. Everybody just streams.
Yeah, well, I still usually think, well, we don't have Netflix anymore. We used to, but couldn't afford it, so got rid of it. And there's something too. I'm not sure. There's a Christian version of Netflix that you might not mind a subscription to for a year. Pureflix.
Yeah, I'm on Amazon now, and I'm looking at coffee makers.
You want
Is she one of those people that drinks coffee all day long?
No.
Okay. My mom's like that. She drinks coffee all throughout the day.
She might have three
Her
or
breath
four.
is kicking.
She might have 3 or 4 cups throughout the day, if that.
So like when she makes coffee in the morning, does she make an entire pitcher and then throughout the day drinks the pitcher?
Well, yeah, she'll make a pot, and then she'll have her cup, or she'll like.
Right, because those cup measurements they're a little goofy.
Yeah, a lot of times she ends up.
It takes about 3 of those cups to make one real cup.
Yeah, a lot of times she will put some in like a pop bottle or something like that, and then put it in the freezer to make iced coffee or whatever.
I hate cold coffee.
Judge the question says, Rick, what's your mom's favorite pulp to read? I don't think any of them. She's not a big comics person.
Well, that's a shame. You're telling me she's not back in the Buckler?
She would if she could, but she can't, so she shan't.
Oh, damn it. She probably could if you didn't spend all the money on 8,000 business cards.
That was like, what, over a year ago? I think we're long past that.
Yeah, and we're still feeling the ramifications of that.
Yeah. An extra $20. You're really feeling the ramifications.
My bank account sure is.
Marsupials, cold coffee is communist.
Okay. Ooh, outlet deals at Amazon.ca. Nice.
Heck, one of the things I got her a few years, well, probably like 10, 15 years ago, was her own coffee grinder. That she's really liked and used a lot over the years.
I broke my coffee grinder making terrain for D&D campaigns.
sounds awful.
Yeah.
She there's a place.
What about a portable space heater / cooler?
Definitely don't need one of those. We've got like about 5 or 6 space heaters that we don't use.
Yeah, but a good one, the ones that don't give you a sore throat. Oh, what about jewelry?
No, she's not into jewelry anymore. Never was really super into it. But,
$50 worth of scratch offs.
Well, I'm doing my best here not to typecast and say let's buy her scratch offs and packs of cigarettes.
Well, scratch offs, no, but cigarettes, maybe.
What about a beautiful cigarette holder?
Like, you mean for what? Instead of having, she doesn't buy packs.
Buying a case instead of that you can put your packs into.
Yeah, well, she's got some cases. Again,
what about Lauren Home Trends crystal highball glasses set of 6? They're basically just glass tumblers that you could drink liquids out of.
Probably not something.
But they're lead crystal, so they have that twinkle. You just can't leave any liquids in them for longer than a day.
Bullet says Linda smokes, but she has the voice of an angel. Timothy says, get her a case of Canadian beer. You Canucks love beer, right? She used to be a drinker. She's not anymore. She hasn't been a drinker for like 30 years, 30 plus years.
What was she doing? What was she doing 31 years ago?
I'm not sure exactly. She used to be, as she described, she used to be a drunk. Which means if it wasn't there, she could care less. But if it was there, she drank like a fish.
Yeah, that was my mom too.
That was before she, and of course that was before she got saved, came to Christ. So.
But not before she had you.
No. Well, she was married when she had me, so.
Well, that was a hard pregnancy. She had to drink the whole way through.
I don't think she was a drunk after that time. I think that happened after her divorce from my dad and all that. And, she just got into the partying lifestyle.
What about a QMax 16-inch high, contemporary style walnut finish wooden sandy black metal leg coffee table? You need to put your coffee on something, right?
Well, we got a coffee table. I'll admit it's not in the best shape.
Yeah, but throw it out the window and get a new one.
Like I said, I'll admit it's not in the best shape or looks all that pretty. But it holds probably a lot more than most of the ones nowadays.
Well, if you get a piece of plywood and you just screw it onto the top, it can hold even more. It doesn't mean it's appealing to be in your living room. Get a coffee table, right? This is only $200 Canadian, so that's like $8. Then you can get some really fancy leather discs, coasters, so that your trashy friend Dave doesn't leave rings all over your coffee table.
Forget, none of us use coasters here. Not even my mom. It's not something that she, like I said, cares about too much. She's not prim proper and all that sort of thing or whatever. Get her a Nintendo Switch. Yeah. She wants a Nintendo Switch, John.
Well, it has all the old games on there that she might actually know. No, that's a bit expensive though. It's like $300.
I tease. I would end up using it probably more than her, so.
Yes, we all know, Rick.
Yeah,
Very apparent that you're picking things that you want instead of what she wants.
Hey, that's the first thing that I picked or said. And that was jokingly.
Because I remember there was also the same talk last year about you wanting a Blu-ray player so that Blu-ray players could get swapped around the house. I think you even said last year that your mom would get your old Blu-ray player if she got a Blu-ray player.
Yeah, well, we have one in the living room that doesn't need to be swapped out. Right now, it's, the one that was out there is in her room, but it only uses. You can only play stuff through the flash drive on it. Because to try and get it, the drawer open to put a movie in is a pain in the ass.
Ooh, look at this, all kinds of. What about a thermos? Well, she don't go anywhere, right? She wouldn't need a thermos.
No.
Let's see here. And she don't cook, you said, right? So no.
Well, nothing fancy, anyways. You know.
Well, I mean, food. You know that goes into an oven, comes out of an oven.
Yeah, not usually is she doing anything like that. Entire all the systems: PS4, Xbox One, PS5.
So what about skillets and pans and things that you use on a regular basis? Does she use Teflon pans? Are the Teflon on the bottom of her pans wearing away? Does she need new ones?
Well, I have no idea about most of that. She just uses whatever we have.
Right. So maybe find out, It's hard when you're trying to make some eggs, and you gotta find the right spatula because you can't use a metal spatula because the thing's already peeling at the bottom and it's a pain in the butt. It's nice to get, refresh that stuff every couple of years.
Marsupial says, get her a nice set of D&D dice. Hey, Arlene, how are you? Rick asked Dillard why he timed it.
Maybe she likes... Why what?
He says, Judge the question said, Rick asked Dillard why he timed out Eagle.
Eagle was threatening to take away my wrench, so I had to time him out.
Yeah, well, you do realize I got your wrench taken away, right?
No, I didn't realize that. You should give it back. Well, that's all right. I don't like putting my links in. You can put my links for my stuff in your chat. I don't like using wrenches anyway.
Rick, Evan says, Rick, I have a series of links to gift ideas. Okay. There you go, Evan.
There's a good chance he's just going to start timing people out until you take that wrench away again.
Yeah, which will be right away. I've got it up.
All right, I'm gonna share my screen. All right, now these here.
Yep.
These cast iron skillets, I love, and some things you can only make with using a cast iron skillet, and they're a little pricey, but once you get them nicely and well seasoned and stuff, they last a lifetime, and they're fantastic cooking utensils. These are Lodge Logic, and I like the Lodge Logic. They're nice and heavy, robust. Does she ever certain things because she can't.
Pardon?
Have you ever seen her use these type of skillets?
I think maybe a long time ago. Fortunately or unfortunately, a lot of stuff nowadays just gets nuked. The odd times.
That would be unfortunately rude. My sister even uses. She comes and takes my pan every now and then to actually bake cakes in them.
Yeah, she's well.
I got a nice set of these for my wedding.
The odd time, she gets some cake mix from Dollarama, but we've got cake pans and all that, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here's a 3-quart Dutch oven skillet and lid set. Now, what about a bacon press?
No.
Or a grill press? Because there's nothing I hate more than cooking bacon and it curling up on me and then it doesn't get cooked thoroughly. And some spots are soft and some parts are burnt. That comes in pretty handy. What about a comal right here for making your tortillas?
Your pan pizza? Definitely don't need that. Haven't timed everyone. Yeah, it's just because he didn't get a chance to time out Bullet. I took his wrench back away. Eagle. I have a little one. I bake oat muffins in it since I cook for one. It's perfect, says Arlene.
Hey, what about these? What about one of these mixers here? You don't want one of these?
I think she's got something like that, and she doesn't use it.
Well, Rick, this isn't a show about how bad of a mom your mom is, all right? You got to work with me.
I'm not saying she's a bad mom. I'm just saying, why get her something that she's not going to use?
I don't know why you're putting her on blast like that. What about these pasta maker attached so she can make pasta? So she can step up her game.
No, she wouldn't use it.
Like think about it. Like realistically think about it. Like I know in my house, like something that I could actually use would be like a dresser, right? And right now I'm using a plastic bin dresser for extra clothes.
Yeah.
And I would really like it if I had an actual dresser for those things to go into instead of one of those plastic dressers. Like, is there anything around that could be upgraded to make life just a little bit better? You know what I mean?
The closest thing I might be able to think is a night table. She's just using one of the tables that.
Like a TV tray?
Yeah, sort of like that. But it's got legs on it and all that.
All right, you see anything here that she would like? Any style that she would like?
Maybe the brown one there.
This one?
Yeah. Or she would even be good with the one just above it.
What about something like this? Ooh, this is nice. I like this one.
Yeah, but that's like $268.
Well, I mean, is she gonna be like putting cigarettes out on it or stuff, or what?
Well, she'll probably have an ashtray on top of it for sure. Yeah.
I'm asking if she's gonna take her pocket knife and like stick it into the top to hold her pocket knife. Is she gonna ruin it, or
she's not gonna ruin it?
Why can't she have something nice?
She's not going to ruin it purposely, but
I'm assuming she's an adult. She's not gonna like throw it out the window just on a whim,
Timothy, Evan timed you out, and no, you can't get a wrench to get them back. A really good immersion blender is awesome. It's so easy to clean and stores very small space.
Yeah, because I think these end tables, like, they're worth it as long as you know you don't have them in a teenager's room who's going to be like sticking boogers in the sides and stickers in the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why you want to usually get something like this one that's just a little bit pricier than normal, because odds are this isn't particle board on the inside. It's usually plywood and actual wood faced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not going to warp. The drawer's not going to start binding after a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Looks like these hinges are pretty robust. They're on the outside. So yeah, this thing will probably last a while. You see, now this thing is, I don't like this drawer. You see how the slide on this drawer is a tongue and groove?
Yeah.
Now that's real wood there. That's a solid piece of wood, if you can see.
Yeah.
But it's tongue and groove, which means you're going to have to maintain that, and I don't like that. I'd rather have it on a rail. So let's find something else.
Well, I'm not saying they don't look nice, Timothy. It's... I'm not sure how to put it. The fact that it looks real nice wouldn't do anything for my mom.
Well, like Metal was saying earlier, you want it to be cheap, but you want it to be quality. You want it to last.
Yeah.
There's no point in buying a high point pistol if the high point pistol jams every third bullet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, if it's a stand, it's just going to sit there and,
Well, that's it's going to be sitting there. What do you want it to do?
Put a lamp on it and, whatever other crap that she puts on it,
Yeah, you have a nice end table that has a drawer and a storage area.
Yeah.
The drawer is for, like, things that you might have in your hands, possibly a lighter, maybe your cigarettes. You could even put, like, one of those leather trays, for your keys and change and stuff like that, to catch that stuff on the top so you don't scratch your table.
Well,
and you put a lamp on there.
Keys usually...
I mean, what else is it? What else is the function of an end table, And you put your book there that you're reading in the night on your bed?
Yeah, well, I guess that's my point. For something like that, you don't need to spend $300 on. The $50 one is just as good.
Well, it's not $300, Rick. It's about $180 American.
Well, it said 268. So I'm looking at what I'm not sure that's Canadian. Well, I guess Canadian prices. So
the thing is, like I said, these things are stuff that get thrown. You see these things a lot on the curb, especially crap like this.
Yeah.
This stuff is on the curb all the time because it doesn't last. The legs bend. Those things are either some sort of a masonite or plastic, or worst case scenario, they're particle board.
Yeah.
If you get any kind of moisture on them, they warp. They start to bow. You buy a nice quality one, it will last you as long as you are able to not let it get destroyed.
Yeah.
These things go out every 2 years to the curb. You buy something that lasts, it lasts. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And even if you got something like this, right? Something let's say this is real wood, real solid wood on a metal frame. This thing's never gonna get destroyed, right?
Yeah.
If it's real solid wood, and it's on a wrought iron frame, it's bolted down, 3 lifetimes, and it could even be the cheapest thing. You know what I mean? But as long as it's quality and it's gonna last, that's what you want to get. But you want to find something like this, something that has a drawer.
Yeah.
Very handy. So here, Christopher Knight Home Glendora Industrial Solid Wood Single Drawer End Table Nightstand, brown. Okay, so it has some metal and some rivets. Solid wood drawer face. Let's take a look on the inside of the drawer. Does it have pictures of the inside? Does not. Like it. Let's take a look at 360 view. Ooh.
Let's see. Gas with triple. What's it? Sure, yeah. There.
30 pounds. 30.86 pounds. See, constructed with acacia wood, whatever. Natural stained finish, iron frame accent, creates an industrial look, features single top drawer and bottom shelf. Ooh, what are you? That's nice. You can stick your book in there, and then you can have the drawer on the bottom, which would be like a deeper drawer. You might even be able to put even extra underwear and socks in there.
And that they fit.
Well, it's not a good end table if it doesn't come with socks already in it.
Oh! This one got 2 drawers. I like that wood color too. That's pretty nice.
Gasp, says Timothy. The deep oak was an offset with the brilliant bridal gown made of terry cloth and silver.
What happened?
No, I'm just reading the chat. Just bullets trying to make this whole thing romantic or something like that.
Ugh. Bullet got some problems.
And I think Timothy's going along with them. And the Eagles just gasped by it all.
Bullet should be writing erotica. He can make a lot of money off of it.
Now you see this right here, Rick? This is what you don't want. This one's a 104 Canadian, but this is a contemporary style espresso laminate finish. That means that these ends are going to start peeling off whenever they get touched or hit or grabbed or something. They'll start the face of it will start peeling off of it and look really, really crummy. What is this? Oh my god, it has a charging station on the inside.
No, it's just the power bars in there. They put the power bar in from the back. So you sort of make a charging station.
Ooh, that's cool.
Get that right now. Get it.
No, this is laminate particle board. Nope. This Canadian Amazon site is so weird.
How so?
Why is it different than the American one?
Canadian sites are always different than the American ones for whatever reason.
How come they can't do things like Amazon California?
Do it right now. Let me get that. Like I said, Timothy, it's not a charging station. It's a makeshift charging station.
Now you don't want pine wood legs. Pine is not a good, strong wood. This one's nice.
Do Canadians ever do things?
Buy it with a lamp in it. You know.
Sometimes, Arlene, sometimes. Rick, you need to find the right end table. Listen to the 8 Chinese rubber bullet told. Bullet with his story of true love and to me with you with his end tables with holes, which spills into the themes of this.
How high is your mom's bed?
Uh,
Is it on the is it on one of those like low rail systems, or is it on like an up? Does it have like a box spring? Is it higher?
It's probably fairly low. It's one of those futon couches that goes into a bed.
Uh huh.
She's got one of those, but it's got 2 mattresses on it. So.
Okay. So is it when you're standing next to it? Is it about butt height, or like the bottom of the butt height, or like hip height, or knee height?
Probably more knee.
Sounds very efficient.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not giving me the results I need. I'm going to up my price range here.
I think when we got it, and she used to have a different one where we lived, but we had to get rid of it when we moved. So when we moved here, we ended up getting her. Somehow we got.
Like, are you looking at my screen right now?
Yeah, everybody's looking at your screen.
Does she like the traditional, like the more modern, sleek like this, or does she like the more traditional, something like this, old looking?
She might like the old wood type looking, but I don't think she may or may not care about the.
So she likes stuff like this, like traditional style.
Yeah, I don't think she would care completely as long as it has a drawer and a shelf below. She wouldn't care about the wood and all that. No, for her, I know you sort of scoffed at the fact that I just said it's going to sit there. It's not like anybody's ever going to see it or whatever but her. So what happens to it in, the next 10 years, as long as it stays standing for the next 10 years or 15 years, whatever, she wouldn't care.
What about something with this, I know, but you don't want something that you hate, in your, if you hate the look of weathered wood that looks grayish like this, like, like cedar,
yeah,
or something like that, you don't want that in your room for the next 10 years, looking at it.
Well, probably anything black. Her dresser's black, so that would probably be something black that would go with it. Her dresser that she has now.
Moving in the right direction, Rick.
Pardon it?
So now you're moving in the right direction, Rick. You already know what some of the other stuff around it looks like. Just get something that matches.
I know the dresser that she has, she's had for like 40 plus years. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
If I find an all white shabby chic style dresser that's not going to be matching with what's in her room already.
Yeah.
It's going to stick out like a sore thumb. Ooh, look at this. I like this.
Yeah. And although, she would probably prefer matches, but like I said, right now she's using a TV table, so she doesn't really care.
But she should care.
She cares, but
Because it's a heartfelt gift.
yeah.
Okay, so this is a wooden frame with veneer. So this is acceptable. This is gonna last. This will be sturdy. And it has rails. It doesn't run on that tongue and groove that I don't like. So they'll open and close pretty smoothly and for a very long time. And look at on the bottom of the drawer right there, they even have the little rubber pads to help support the drawer when it's fully extended.
Yeah, that's
I like
nice.
that.
They didn't cut corners on that.
And let's just make sure.
Hope you find what you need. It's after 1 a.m. Have a blessed night. You too, Arlene, if you're still here. Thank you. And it's like after 1 year, too.
Okay, so Canadian 214.53. Let me find out what that is in American. Let me find out what that is in real money. All right, so it's like 163 bucks. Yeah, that's not bad. And hopefully this is tall enough so that, you know, there ain't nothing worse than having a dresser that's like way lower than your actual. When you're laying on the bed, you want your dresser to be almost like level with the height of your mattress.
Yeah, well, that's saying 2 feet. That should be high enough, I would say.
Okay. Weight 28 pounds. Not bad. It's a little light. I would like it if it was heavier. Oh, it's 24-inch height. The top is 22 inches wide by 16 inches deep.
Yeah. Well, I seen right up
Okay,
at the top in the name it says about it being 24 inches high.
So what do you think of this one, Rick?
It's alright. It's good.
12 kilos. That's how heavy it is. It's 12 kilos. Now all I have to do is sign into my Rick Piper account on Amazon.ca. Pay no shipping costs Well, this thing is temporarily out of stock. Let's find out when it's going to get back in stock. Try on Amazon Prime. Same day delivery. Okay, let me save this one. Let me log in. They're asking me to approve the note. God damn it. Canada?
Let's see. That'll say something. The error of the wrench must end. Do I need to take everybody's wrench away that doesn't misuse it? No.
I mean, I don't misuse mine.
Yeah. I think I said that right, or did I say it wrong? Do I need to take away everybody's wrench that is misusing it, or has misused it?
Did you already do that?
Yeah, I think I'm close to that. Because I don't think Pope Raven's done it, you have it. Elric doesn't. Cat hasn't. Dillard just got his taken away. The real Mrs. Dillard Draw doesn't. Somebody somehow used her account earlier and did. George Pixel doesn't.
Oh no, that was her earlier.
She timed out Eagle?
Probably. I don't know. I know that she was watching your show earlier.
Yeah, there was 2 different accounts that were engaged in that, though.
Oh, were there?
Yeah. I assumed both of them were hers. The one that's just Mrs. Dillard Draws and the one that also has the Rick Piper #1 fan on there.
I think she only has one. I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on it.
There might be somebody pretending to be her.
Okay, so we got a pretty good idea of something we can get Rick's mom. What do you want for Christmas, Rick?
An inch of thousands.
Say what?
I jokingly said an inch of thousands.
An inch of thousands?
Although I don't know, not sure. It's something my dad used to say, jokingly but not jokingly. Basically, I'm not sure whether we still have $1,000 bills here in Canada, but when we did or if we still do.
Oh, he means like a stack then.
Yeah, like an inch of thousands would be, there'd be 250 in the stack, so $250,000.
Mm-hmm. So let's say, for instance, like hypothetically, you weren't a horrible person. What would you want for Christmas?
I don't know. And I know you probably want an answer right now. You're looking at better cameras. Yeah, I guess I could go with that, or gift certificate or something like that to a Small Mart or something like that.
Maybe we can find a nice big long gooseneck so you can actually show your work off in the correct perspective. These things are awful, these adjustable suspension boom scissor arms.
Yeah. Let people see now that you're not doing anything with the account.
Yeah.
Rick, will you?
Yeah, I've always found goosenecks to be better than those suspension arms. That's why I got a gooseneck instead.
Mm-hmm. Mine's broken though. Now it's the very bottom of it. It doesn't hold up anymore. Where it attaches to the holder.
Oh.
Timothy says he wants to
patch all that off and then stuff it in a little more. What does Timothy say?
Timothy says that I want an escort named Sandy.
An escort named Sadie.
Sandy.
Oh.
Not that I don't know what a name has to do with it, though, Timothy. No.
If Rick won't read the audiobook for your End Table Trilogy bullet, I'll volunteer to do it.
How are you going to read an audiobook that's solely Ted Danson images?
I'll try, man. I'll do my best. Do it. It's something that must be done.
Depending on the price, maybe a Steam gift certificate.
A what?
A Steam gift certificate? I'm not sure whether they have those.
Steam?
You know, the video game thing?
Oh, for video games? No, I don't like watching you play video games.
Who said you'd have to watch? Who says I'll be
I wouldn't
doing... Who says I'd be doing something, recording it for people to watch?
You just get him a gift certificate to Audible, so he actually has to listen to some books.
Yeah, well, actually, I wouldn't mind that too.
Steam gift card.
Those are definitely a thing.
What about an Amazon gift card?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that because that's just giving you money. I'm not your uncle. I get you this T-shirt that says "I paused my game to be here."
It'd probably be accurate.
Sure.
Ooh, what if I get you this mechanical gaming keyboard that's all crazy fancy with the colors?
You know how loud mechanical keyboards are? Do you really want to be hearing that in all of his streams?
You mean to tell me?
I mean, if it takes away the sound of him breathing into the microphone, absolutely.
This is a fair replacement.
You mean to tell me Dillard is not Rick's uncle? No, he's not.
So, what does Timothy want for Christmas?
His book to be funded.
Rick, are you
actually? I'm not actually Santa Claus metal.
At DMD, I am not Hispanic. No, not at all.
You get Rick a nice set of cufflinks. You can put them on your basketball shorts. All right, gifts for men. Rick, do you want a tactical bracelet?
Not really. I'd never
In the
wear
case
it.
you ever get caught in the Canadian wilds facing a bear. What about this heated vest? What about this sleeveless heated vest for the Canadian winters?
That almost might be a yes.
Look at this. It's a pizza box, but the pizza box is filled with 4 pairs of socks that are shaped like different styles of pizza.
Yo, that's legit.
Eagle says,
That's a cool
Dillard,
one.
just get him a pulp shadow pulp.
Let's see. What size would you wear? 2X? 3X?
Probably an X. X or double X.
I'm guessing that these vests probably run a little small, though. Like, I'm guessing they don't fit true to size. You could wear this, dude. You could wear this vest and like nothing underneath, pretty much. You could just be like have sweaty, buff arms popping out of here in the middle of a snowstorm. Warming vest is powered by a 5-volt 2A power bank. Not included, but sold it separately.
That's not worth it then.
No.
To buy a whole separate unit for it.
What's a 5-volt 2A bank? So I'm guessing it's what?
Like a AA battery set?
Let me look at what a 5-volt 2A power bank is.
Or the equivalent of a AA?
Oh, well, 2A
It's not a power
bank.
supply. I don't know if that's the same thing.
Yeah, it's a power supply. Look at this.
Oh, it's like one of those mobile phone chargers. Okay.
Okay,
Maybe
so if you
that's
already
the
have
case.
one of these, because I'm assuming that it's not proprietary, I'm assuming it's just USB,
Yeah.
because it is not sold with it, so I'm assuming that they don't make them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't even use mine anymore. You can have mine. Let me see. Mine's a pretty beefy brick. Yeah, mine's a 5-volt 2.1A. Yeah, and it has 20,000 milliamp hours.
That's something my mom would actually really end up trying to steal off me. We'd be fighting over it.
Well, there you go. Look at that. You said she has enough clothes, but look,
Oh, I heat
at least you don't
it.
have this.
Heat it best.
Look at that, 122 to 131 degrees Fahrenheit. Woo! Toasty warm. Look at this little one down here. It heats up the little bottom of your belly.
Mm.
It's good stuff. I know, that's pretty good, Rick. Some pretty cool stuff out there.
Oh, I'd definitely stay in school for sure.
Look at this. But what about this Bluetooth beanie, Rick? You could be walking around town listening to tunes in your beanie. Does your cell phone have Bluetooth capabilities?
Actually, I think it does.
You could be listening to one of my live shows as you're walking around, and nobody would think you're a weirdo.
Actually,
Well,
could.
it's not for that.
Actually, I could because it may have Bluetooth capability, but it does not have internet capability while I'm out on the.
What about this book here? 1,000 pictures of huge tits and big boobs.
I think my mom would kill me.
Oh, look at this right here. This is basically, you're basically Buzz Lightyear. This is tools for men, magnetic wristband. Look at that. You got like regular Phillips. You got flat heads. Looks like you have some sort of like a torque.
My
torque
dad
wrench
might. My
thing.
dad might like that. Actually.
Look at it's magnetic. You got Allen wrenches. You even got little short, shallow sockets here on the side. I wonder if it has an actual holder for these things, these bits, like a handle. You know what I mean? That they like maybe it's on the other side. Let me take a closer look at this. Ooh, look at the inside of it.
Man.
Look, it even has some little areas here where you can. I think it looks like these are those insets for when you're trying to like hang something on a wall, like drywall anchors.
You know, that'd be great when you have to go up and down a ladder.
Mm-hmm. This is terrible though because you have to actually take off your wristband to access these things.
Yeah.
No, you probably could
Probably
access
just get,
them.
like, utility belt.
Well, the worst part is if you're trying to do something, a bunch of them might get in the way.
Look at this hot chick doing tech stuff. Woodworking, automotive. If you're a tailor, are you a
Not a tailor.
you dabbling in tailoring, Rick?
No.
Well, you should be. This wristband would help you out. I don't know. Maybe this isn't for you. This seems kind of very specific. I don't know. Ooh, what about the Murto leather bracelet, magnetic clasp, cowhide braided multi-layer wrap? Looks like a bullwhip.
Definitely not.
No, you don't like bracelets?
I can't. I don't even wear a watch. Not that you need to now with cell phones, but
What about this right here? Look at this wood phone docking station, Ash. So you can put your keys there, your glasses, your phone. You can put your phone to charge at night. It holds it so you don't have to hold your phone while you're in bed watching YouTube and stuff like that. You can have this on your bedside table.
again, the phone I have
It can hold your Fitbit watch.
Yeah, you could get him that buffering shirt, since that's what only Eagle sees on his channel.
It's good stuff. What about a one of these things, dude? Like these are pretty cool. Do you have one of these?
What?
Cooler
Thermos?
bag.
Yeah, we got a couple around.
Oh, okay. Those are really handy when you need them. I don't need mine very often, but I'm glad I have one when I do. Look at this wrist thing. This works perfect for you with your carpal tunnel. Oh, these are just blank pads, but they're magnetic, so you can set anything you want on them. I see how it works.
Yeah, that's the same way
Look
with
at this beanie! It's a beanie hat with a headlamp on it.
a headlight.
Maybe I'll get you a calendar of.
Pooping cats.
Well, you know what? It would still be better than getting him a calendar full of dog penises.
Yeah.
Ever so slightly.
Well, now I know what I'm going to get ready for Christmas. Okay. What about this one?
I don't think so. I don't think my mom would let me wear it.
Well. What about this whiskey, stones, and glasses gift set you can keep at your bedside when you need that late night? You got to stop the shakes, you know?
Well, seeing as how I don't drink, I don't think that would. Well, I don't drink whiskey or any.
What about
like
Rick? Have you ever tried using a multi-tool?
I don't think so. Not like that one.
No, I mean like a Leatherman.
Like the Swiss Army knife type thing, or
Sort of, yeah.
yeah, I've used a few of
The
them.
one that I have is the Leatherman Wave, and it's fucking fantastic. One of these.
Yeah, I've seen stuff.
Oh, this is the Surge. Never mind. The Wingman? No, and here we go. Wave. This is the Wave Plus. Actually, good God. I didn't even know how often I was going to use pliers until I had a pair of pliers on there.
Mark, do you
I
have
love those.
the
Those things are great.
DTs? No.
But these
Especially
are
when
extraordinarily
it's
helpful. Even this, I seen that show Tested with Adam Savage,
Mhm.
and he was saying that because he has Leatherman Wave as well, that he could take a 2x4, cut a 2x4 in half with this little saw on his wave. And I watched him do it, and I was still like, I was skeptical. Then some guy at my work was like giving out 2x4s, which is when you in trucking they use 2x4s for like nailing down so as like a stopper.
Yeah.
And they had a bunch of them. I was like, yeah, I'll take them all. But like 3 of them were too long to fit in my truck. So I pulled out this and I tried it, and it worked, dude. Like in a minute, no, less than a minute, I got that 2x4 sawn in half.
See, I've only ever had like a cheap one for something like that, and the saw was always crap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I was skeptical because I had always had the cheap ones too. But I finally went and sprung for the Wave. What was it? I think it was I was watching one of those outdoor gear reviews, and they were talking about how they actually got the knife and was like using it almost like a pry bar, and it jacked up the knife really bad, right? But the thing still opened and closed like no problem, and I was like, what? And it did. The things are fantastic. The Leathermans are fantastic.
I'm gonna have to get me one.
I'm just saying, Rick. There's all kinds of cool stuff out there. What do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want?
I don't know.
You want a bushcrafting knife?
Probably not. It's not something I'd use.
On a snuff jar that says Stoner Girl?
No.
How about what about a Pendleton shirt?
Nah.
No? Oh, you're killing me, Rick. What about a pair of slippers? What about a personal massager?
What's wrong, Rick? You're not into bushcrafting? No, I'm not, Timothy. Eagle saying,
What about this burger box and inside are 2 pairs of burger socks?
that sounds like something Evan would want.
That's great. Why don't you like socks, Rick?
I've got socks.
Oh, look, this is the belt the buckler has.
Oh, nice.
Rick, why aren't you reading my comments? Because I don't want to get banned from YouTube, will it? No. And who says I'm not reading them? I'm just not reading them aloud.
What about a Lego ship in a bottle?
No, thank you. That can get shipped off.
What about a book called True Stories of Courageous Pets?
These are Eagle said metal should be reading Bones comments. Because I'm trying to concentrate on what John's doing. If you can read this,
Bullet saves all his comments into like a document. I'll read them off on one of my channels. Like,
what about this desktop miniature wacky waving inflatable tube guy?
No.
It's a bestseller, Rick.
He give you a little high five when you're feeling down. You get him Dogman, best-selling comic book.
Rick don't like comics, though.
No, not at all.
Ooh, look at this. A ski snow jacket. Now, Rick probably already has that. He's Canadian. Ooh, what about these sushi socks?
What is it with you and food socks? Do you want to eat your feet?
Have you seen my feet? You would want to eat my feet if you see my feet. What about this Pro Steel stainless steel cross necklace?
Yeah. As much as I
That way you can represent JC without being a sissy about it.
As much as I like it and all that. The thing is, I've had necklaces in the past. I wear them for a couple weeks and then.
I understand that. I don't like necklaces. I don't like any kind of thing hanging off of me. Though, when I'm drinking, for some reason, I like putting rings on. Lots of rings.
I don't mind things around my neck. I think that's how I wear an ID in high school kind of conditioned that.
Eagle says, Rick, I need a wrench to link ideas. I'm not,
Why did you take my wrench? Give me back my wrench.
You timed out Eagle for no reason. Oh, okay, not no reason. For not a good reason.
Yeah, but it's Eagle.
Ooh, are those Nintendo socks?
Nintendo socks? I'm looking at this here. Look at this! Rick!
Oh, that's pretty cool too.
Look at this mess!
Yeah, something my dad looks. I think my dad would love.
That'd be great going camping.
He even got a little fishing lure right here in the middle of the spoon. He's one of those hand saws and light so you can get out of a car when it's sinking when you crash your car into a lake. There's a tactical flashlight. It's what is this? Bottle opener? I don't know. It's a folding knife here. It looks like a little compass on a paracord bracelet.
Yep.
This looks like a baton of some sort that extends. You could beat people about the head and neck with it. Look at this multi-tool. It has a little saw on it, a little bottle opener, a little hex key. I don't know what this thing in the middle is for.
Well, they show the picture of everything.
This little graduated angle thing here. You can just put almost any kind of hex bolt in there.
Yep.
It's a big can opener right here. Has a little measuring thing on the side here. This is fantastic. What the hell is this? Is that a Ferricium rod?
Talk about being efficient. The thing's got everything.
It's got everything.
Yeah, Rambo Rick.
Rambo Rick. That should be your new name.
Rickbo, the Force Supreme.
No, Rambo Rick.
Rambo Rick was way better.
Look at these fish slippers. They're slippers that are fish.
What you call the heck Rambo Rick calls home.
What's the last time you replaced your wallet?
Yeah. Dude, I need to replace my wallet. My wallet's booty. You have a patio, right?
We got balcony. It's not a big one.
Is it big enough for, say, a little hibachi barbecue grill?
It's probably big enough for it, but we're not allowed to do that stuff on there. I know. That's just a lot of ways.
What if you get a spy camera and you can spy on your hot neighbors? No, I would spy on my hot neighbors if I had neighbors.
What would your wife say about that?
She'd probably watch it with me.
Yeah, just as long as one of them was a hot guy, right?
Talking about, she'd be sitting next to a hot guy. I don't know. There's way too many things to choose from, Rick. What about a belt? You got any good belts?
Don't know. I don't use belts.
This should be the shirt right here for Rick Arrow.
It's flexed and the sleeves fell off. Wouldn't that more be the one for the Canadian Shield? Rambo Rick 2 First Blood. Rick, are you coming out on stream? No. Coming out of what?
I don't know, Rick. There's too many things to decide. You need to decide on something.
You just get them like a...
and it can't be obnoxious. I don't want to feel like an asshole for buying you something obnoxious.
You just get like a multi-pack of basketball shorts.
Ooh, multicolored.
Yeah.
Well, I can think about it over the next 22 hours. 20 hours?
What's happening in 20 hours?
Well, I'll be on stream in 20... Well, after dark again in 20 hours.
You'll be on stream before 20 hours.
Pardon it? Yeah, but...
You'll be on stream way before 20 hours.
Oh, I don't know. Last time he stood up this late, he was like, "Oh, I can't make high noon. I gotta cancel."
Not the last time. Jeez, I've been up this late a few times since then.
Oh, damn it, Rick! I can't even find my violin.
Oh, baby! Aren't you so sad?
I don't know. I can't tell.
You can't tell if you're sad.
I got it. There's some fantastic books, but I know you don't like books. We're in for a book. It was a book about the various tales of people surviving bear encounters.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, I love that stuff. I just got my new issue of Fill and Stream in the mail, and this issue is like the 125th year anniversary, and they have like amazing stories of animal attacks. Oh, I can't wait to get into that.
Nice.
You know, there was a guy, right? There's a guy that was being attacked by a 700-pound bear in the Kodiak area. He punched the bear in the face and knocked it out cold, Rick. This man was a pensioner. This man is 67 years old.
It's a difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
He punched the bear right in the face. The bear got knocked out.
Yeah, they hit it right in the sweet spot.
That Kodiak, that Kodiak just couldn't bear it.
That's correct. This devastating hand, this right hand of this man just completely knocked this bear out. Then he was able to pull out from his pack his gun and shoot it twice in the chest. He did lose part of his leg for the encounter, but you know, the story's worth it. He just lost like half of his calf.
Yeah. It only takes one shot with a bear. Those things, they could tear an entire body part off.
He laid it out bare.
That's correct. Yes. You know, I got this knife for cutting insulation, right?
Mhm.
I have it here because I was cutting insulation today. This thing is a beefy boy. Like the same thickness, maybe a little bit thinner, as like my bushcraft knife, but it's longer. And it's like the that tool company Milwaukee.
Yeah.
That's the brand.
Oh, I like
And dude, I think I'm gonna like replace my knife with because this is way cheaper than a bushcraft knife. You know what I mean? These insulation knives, and they're razor sharp.
It's a good brand.
Out of the package, they're really sharp and they're dirt cheap.
I've used them.
Look at this knife, Rick. This is great. Let me stop sharing this for a second. What am I looking at? There we are. Look at this. This is how it comes, right? It's this drywall knife.
Mhm.
Pretty long, right?
Yeah.
Look at this. So it's meant just for those long sheets of. It's meant to go deep, right? So you can cut through the drywall in one pass.
It just goes straight down. Yeah.
Yeah. And look at the back of this thing. It's pretty thick. It's like I don't know what. Maybe 3/8. This is my bushcraft knife. This is like a Mora.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, a Mora Kiv, whatever. And this thing's pretty beefy too. Like that's very thick, right?
Yeah, that's pretty thick.
But like comparatively, it's not too much thicker. Pull this one out.
Bullet says gut some fish with it. Eagle says buffering. And Timothy's calling BS on the bear story. He couldn't just bear it.
Right, and look how much longer you have, right?
Yeah.
With this drywall knife. And this thing isn't the sharpest thing in the world, and it doesn't even have a flat back here, like what do they call 90-degree grinds in the back. This one does. This drywall knife, because it's cheaper to just leave it flat instead of like these where you round over the edges a little bit and deburr the corners. But I don't know, dude. I'm thinking of replacing it.
Bushcraft isn't that sharp because for a smaller knife you want it sharper. A bigger you can leave it kind of dull because there's wrist action, like if you're using a machete or something. But for something small, you want slicing and cutting.
Rick, you're a machine, right? But I'm not. I gotta go. You stream for too long for me.
Yeah, the only reason I streamed a couple hours extra is because this whole fighting stuff. But okay, you want to promote anything before we take off, John?
Right now, I currently have a project that's live on Indiegogo. It's called The Buckler. I would like to promote that project. If I can.
Of course you can, John.
But I'm going to need somebody to put the link in the chat because Rick took my wrench because he's a big fuddy-duddy.
In fact, let's see.
Well, this book, The Buckler, is it's going to be fantastic, and I would definitely recommend you sharing this project out. There's nothing about this project that's not unshareable. It's beautiful, it's perfect. I would get it for all of my nieces and nephews. Just make sure to go in and check out the pages that have the nudie images in it.
And you are at $3,814 with 70 backers. So.
Oh, nice! Oh, we got one after the 69. I didn't know. Okay, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So.
That's great. So yeah, that's what I would like you guys to go check out is The Buckler.
Oh yeah, the Ashcan,
also go subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Dillard Draws.
The graphic novel and art Ashcan thing is almost sold out. 5 more to go.
Yeah, gotta get on that.
So, Metal, anything you would like to promote?
Yeah, sure. People could just go over to xdynamuschaos.com, which is where I put up all my stories in the same connected universe. Completely free. You can go and enjoy them. As well as a lot of background information. And I even have products on the shop if anybody likes what they see.
Uh-huh. So thank you for John and Metal coming on tonight. Thanks everybody in the chat for sticking around and communicating and talking and all that. It's been great. We'll catch you tomorrow on High Noon, hopefully. If not, on After Dark. So we'll catch you all later. Bye for now. God bless. Have a great and wonderful night. Love you all.